How could a day of such joyous celebration end in such tragedy? So we took the kids to the parade and we were there from, I'd say, 12 midday. We had something to eat. We made our way down to the front and it was just great. You know, downfall was it was raining and it was relentless and it did not stop. We were soaked through and we waited for hours and hours not knowing when the Liverpool coach would come. And when it did come, you know, it was for all of 5 seconds, but it was great. And then we were so happy to be making our way back home. So we shuffled like penguins for the next 20 minutes away from the main drag. And then we thought we'd take a side turn in just to, you know, speed up getting back to the bus, because then we knew the buses and the trains would be packed. And we were walking along and having a great time, and all of a sudden we turned a corner and there was a commotion. Couldn't work out what it was, but it just felt scary, just felt terrifying. And we heard noises. I mean, I'm only 5'2", so I couldn't see, but Rich could see something. And people were turning and running towards me, and Rich just grabbed us and said, "Run." So we literally turned around, ran back the way we'd just come into a side street, and just sheltered in like a big, like a doorway, which was maybe for a bank or something. And then Rich said he saw the car speed off down the street, and then we were just in shock, but we didn't really know what had gone on. We wanted to get back to the bus, so we went back to the direction that we'd just run from, and it was just chaos. There were people in the streets. There was two sort of middle-aged women in the street, obviously been injured. At this point I still didn't know really what had happened. Rich said something about a car. I saw two children. One was maybe 15, one was maybe 13, both from separate families, and they'd been injured. One was really crying and holding his leg, and they were being taken to the side by their parents. And the rest of the day was just, it unfolded. We couldn't get home. We did eventually get home, but they put the city on lockdown. All the buses weren't running. We just never thought we was going to get home, and it was just terrifying. So, we were the lucky ones. A couple of seconds before, we would have been right in the line of fire, and it could have been us. And I just want to send prayers to everyone that was there at the parade, anyone who got injured, anyone who was affected. So yeah, just love to everyone, really. What a sad day.